Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game pocket. Today's video, I issued myself a little bit of challenge. I wanted to try to build a deck around Clefable if I could and see if I can make one that's kind of consistent and can win a game or two online. This deck is pretty simple in its composition. It revolves around Clefable and Wigglytuff, but I thought they kind of go hand in hand, so why not put them in the same deck? I've also thrown in a Jynx and a Mew just to try to give it a little bit of firepower and consistency. But if you're curious to see the entire deck list, I will have it in the description of the video below, should you want to try this deck out for yourself or to simply improve upon it. I will try to explain my game plan and thought process behind this as we get into some games. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling, and let's find our first match here. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here. Let's see if we can get some wins on the board with the Moonstone Challenge, though we're not going to get Clefable or Wigglytuff. Though I do have a Jigglypuff in my hand, we do kind of just want to use Mew as our meat shield, more or less. Though that's not ideal, but we're going up against a Gyarados, so hopefully we can get off to a fairly quick start. But yeah, so the game plan behind this deck, pretty simple. We want to get Clefable and Wigglytuff going. More or less, Wigglytuff is the boss monster of this deck, with having the effect of putting opponents to sleep for a solid 80 damage. Clefable is a pretty good card in the sense, well, pretty good at getting started fast, I should say, because it only takes 1 energy to get going. So optimistically, you want to start with Clefairy and Clefable in your hand, so you can get going and start attacking right out of the gate. I have Mew here, namely to mitigate bricking, just in case we don't draw into Wigglytuff. So we have another option here to be a good damage dealer, and Jynx is in this deck as well, to kind of fight against cards that use a lot of energy to get going, because Jynx does 30 damage per energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So Wigglytuff and Clefable don't do a ton of damage, so that's why Mew and Jynx are here to try to get more damage. But it looks like we're going up against the classic Gyarados Greninja, and they do have a Druddigon back there that they're getting ready to probably tag into, so we can't attack. Okay, so we're just going to focus on getting Mew built up, because that's really all we can do right now. And I'm going to put another energy into Mew. I could Sabrina, but again, it doesn't really behoove me to do so, because you're just going to tag in the other Magikarp or Frogadier, so it really doesn't matter too much. But we get 2 Mythical Slabs, which is good. So maybe we can hit on a Jynx or Clefairy here. And unfortunately, we can't do anything with that Wigglytuff because it's not a Psychic type. There's the one drawback of playing Mythical Slab in this deck. If you hit Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff, you're not going to get it. But we do get a Clefairy here, which is good. Alright, so we get Clefairy on the bench, and I'm not going to attack with Mew because it just wouldn't be a good idea to do so. So let's see what they opt to do here. Alright, they have their Gyarados, which is actually very good, because we can use Mew to mess some shit up. And hopefully they get Tails in this Misty. Please have some mercy on me. Okay. So that's good. They miss on the Misty. They're going to hit something with Greninja. And I'm going to play Sabrina here, because it's really bad for them kind of no matter what. Either I pop Greninja for a solid 60 and start wearing Greninja down, or I KO Magikarp, or I do a shit ton of damage to Gyarados. So all good things, really, I think, come out of playing Sabrina here. So we're going to buff our Mew. We're going to play Sabrina. We're not going to attack into Druddigon just yet. We'll see who they opt to bring in. They do opt to bring in Magikarp, so we're going to Psy Shot the Magikarp out of here. So it takes the threat of one Gyarados away. And now Druddigon's out. So which means I'm probably, unless I draw into another Sabrina, I'm probably gonna tag Mew out, because Mew's gonna be probably our savior for this match. Because while we can't one-shot Gyarados with Mew, we can do some serious damage to it. But I would rather like another Sabrina. Alright, they're gonna play another Misty. Since they got Tails last time, the coin toss gods may give them a heads here. Alright, they missed twice. Good, they're getting my coin tosses. But our Clefairy is going to get popped again. Okay, so What do I want here? Probably Clefable so we can live a little bit longer. Alright, let's mill the deck out a little bit. We're gonna get another... Okay, we get a Jynx, so that's okay. So let's play Professor Oak. And we get a Wigglytuff and a Sabrina, so that's good. So let's evolve here. Now they can't... Now Gyarados can't do any damage to me next turn, so I may just leave Mew out here. But I can't Sabrina right now. Well, I guess let's get Wigglytuff going. And I'm actually going to opt to not attack with Mew. Yeah, I'm going to opt not to attack with Mew so we don't take any damage, even though Gyarados could one-shot me. Alright, so we're going to get Gyarados going. So no matter what, I'm going to opt to get Mew out of here. So, yeah, we lose our Clefairy. Which is okay if we have to lose something. And just to add insult to injury, there is there's Clefable. Alright, so let's play Sabrina. I'm gonna bet they opt to bring in Froakie here. If I was a betting man. But they could surprise me. Let's see. Yeah, they are gonna bring in Froakie. Alright, so I want to make sure that Froakie doesn't leave just yet. Because we want to try to do things on our turns. But we're gonna get popped by that Greninja a time or two. So I'm going to put an energy in this Jigglypuff. And we're going to do Sing. I mean, if they evolve in the Frogadier, this was a moot point, but... maybe they won't. Alright, they stay asleep. And yeah, moot point. They are going to evolve, so they're going to... Well, they can't attack with Gyarados unless they have an X speed. So that's fine. So instead of putting an energy into... Well, they're going to KO Jigglypuff. So it just kind of... probably messes everything up here. Yeah, I don't think there's really a whole heck of a lot I can do now. I kind of needed to get Gyarados out here ASAP, but it just... not really a way I could have done it. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted those Sabrinas kind of early, but hindsight's 2020. All right, well, Gyarados can one-shot whatever anyway, so it really doesn't matter a whole heck of a lot what we do here. The evolution kind of cost me, but let's see what we do. Maybe things can happen. Alright, they do pop Mew, and they're going to leave Frogadier out. Bring in this Gyarados, and take out our Mew. And down goes Mew. And down we go. Unfortunately, I couldn't get built up fast enough to get Gyarados taken out there, but... them's the breaks sometimes, but good games at opponent, and I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And unfortunately we're going to go first, so hopefully we draw into Clefairy. We do not. We get Mew again. Alrighty, well hopefully this Poké Ball is Clefairy. Alright, we're going against Articuno, so if I was a betting man, I'd say this is Articuno and presumably Greninja. I think that's probably a safe bet. Alright, so that means we need to get started fast. And we get Jigglypuff. And we have Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, which is good. Alright, we'll play our Mythical Slab, just see if we hit into Clefairy or Jynx. And Jynx was sitting there ready to be taken. So we get Jynx. Let's get Jynx on our bench, because Jynx can actually help us here. And we can't actually do anything else, so that'll be all. Now, I unfortunately don't have an X speed, so I can't really get Mew out. So, because I would tag into Jigglypuff to get the sleep train going. Yeah, it is a Greninja. And oh, they got Vaporeon too. Alright, so they got the trifecta going. Alright, well, next turn, Mew's going to get hit for 40. We don't really want that, but I don't know if there's really anything I can do to prevent it. So, well, I guess we can Sabrina to be annoying, which I very well may do. Alright, let's see. I will Sabrina, just to delay Mew taking any damage. Maybe I shouldn't burn that so soon, but it's what we're going to do. They're going to opt to bring in Eevee. We're going to start buffing up Mew. Hit him for 20. And hope they don't have an X speed. And hope they don't have Vaporeon just yet. Alright, they're going to Misty. This will only work on Articuno. So we're going to hope for a Tails here. And we are blessed on this day. But they have an X speed regardless, so Mew's gonna get hit for 40 regardless. So that was kind of a moot point. I was trying to avoid that. Alright, Mew can survive one more shot unless they got a Giovanni. But I can just be annoying again, and you know what? I'm gonna absolutely be annoying again. Alright, so we're gonna put another energy to Mew now that we can delay a little bit. Hit them with Psy Shot and see if we can draw into Clefairy. And they can attach an energy into Eevee and just tag out here. Or they could X speed out again, or leaf out. But hopefully they don't. So I'd like to get another energy into Mew before I inevitably retreat. And then probably, I think maybe bringing in Jynx would be the smart move. Alright, you're going to retreat, or you're going to do continuous steps. Decisions, my friend. Alright, you're gonna hit me or not? Come on, do it! Hit me! Alright, they're gonna Sabrina in, which I'm perfectly fine with bringing the Jynx by all means. Alright, hopefully that's Tails. It is. Alright. Alright, so this gives us a little bit of time. So let's play Professor Oak. I'll probably never call this card Professor's Research. He will always be Professor Oak to me. Alright, let's play this Mythical Slab. And, unfortunately, no Psychic types to draw upon. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to put energy into... Let's put energy into Wigglytuff. That'd be smarter. And we'll end our turn. I'm gonna do that because as soon as they tag into Articuno, we're gonna get hit anyway. If there's a Gyarados in this deck too, they got everything. Alright, they're gonna have to bring in the Articuno. Now we're gonna lose Jynx, and Mew's gonna get hit for 10, so that's actually a problem because Mew's gonna get one-shotted. Okay. So we have to bring in Wigglytuff, unfortunately. And hope we can delay a little bit. There's Clefairy that I've been waiting on for a long time. Alright, well, we'll put an energy into Wigglytuff and hope we can delay. Delay today. And we get another Clefairy, and we get another Jigglypuff. So we'll bring out Jigglypuff. Should we get our other Wigglytuff sometime. Alright, so we're going to have to live with taking 80 here. And there's not really anything else I can bring in to survive this, really. Yep, they get their Gyarados. But that Gyarados doesn't have any energy into it, which is good. Now, if the coin toss goes my way, I can two-shot this Articuno. We're also playing a waiting game with Greninja as well. Alright, we get an X speed, but I mean, I might as well just, instead of just delaying, because it's just not going to do me any good, I'm just going to play the Wigglytuff game. And I want to hit this Articuno once, put it to sleep, and then tag into Mew and finish it off with its own move. But we're not going to get that luxury, and we lose. No, it's just fair. They got tails in every other coin toss, but really needed that crucial one there to kind of go my way. I don't know why they didn't opt to just kill me there, but I mean, that's their mistake. Could also have been maybe a misinput. Who knows? But I will not look a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, I got nothing else to pull upon. I will go ahead and just bring Wigglytuff out. Bring Mew in. And we're going to take out this Articuno with its own move, while also blasting the bench. Now, unless they have Greninja, which they might, they just might be messing with me at this point. They can't really do much anything. So yeah, they're going to bring in Frogadier. If they have Greninja, they're just going to snipe the Wigglytuff on the bench, so it's not going to matter. They play Misty, so they can't make me tag anything in, which is good. Well, I need a Tails on this, because they could just bring... they're going to absolutely just bring Gyarados in here to end this. Well, actually, they don't have an X-Speed, and they got nothing else in their hand. And they kind of more or less just screwed themselves by not killing me with Articuno. Because they have no cards in their hand, which means they don't have Greninja and they don't have Vaporeon. They have to put an energy into Frogadier to tag in Gyarados. Okay, now this is where things get saucy. So Gyarados can one-shot me no matter what I do. So I can do Gnome Hacking, use its own move against it, and I have to hope that it removes an energy from Gyarados and not from one of my Pokemon. That's the gamble I'm taking. Or I can put it to sleep with Wigglytuff and hope they get tails on a coin toss. Those are kind of those are our only two options. Now, if they draw Greninja, no matter what I do, I lose. So I'm going to put an energy into Wigglytuff. And we're going to play the... I guess I'm going to play the energy game. I hope it takes the energy off Gyarados. And it took it off my Wigglytuff, so I lose. So I should have went with the sleep strat. I mean, it's random. I took the gamble on it. I mean, that's completely unnecessary. You can kill Mew here. So we'll just let him... Yeah, that was stupid. Why would you not just kill Mew? What are you doing? I thought they had 2 points. But yeah, you just lose here. I don't know why they're dicking around like this, but they just absolutely cost themselves the game. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Unless they were just being trolling and just being nice to me. But well, I should not have won that game, but I did anyway. Because I guess they were just kind of playing with their food. But good game to that opponent. Thank you for having mercy on me, and I will go find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here. And we are going first. So let's see what we can get into here. We draw open up a Jigglypuff. You know, I kind of wanted to build this deck around Clefable, but I've not really seen Clefable enough for it to matter. I've seen Jigglypuff more. Alright, well, we get Jynx, but we have 2 Poké Balls, so we might be able to draw into our Clefairy here. Alright, there's one. And do I here too? Alright, we get another Jigglypuff. That's not a bad thing necessarily. I guess we'll let this Jigglypuff take the hit on this first little instance here. And hope they don't draw into Executor immediately. But what are they running in conjunction with Execute? Well, we'll never know if they didn't get a chance to play a basic. Hey, there's Clefable. That's what we wanted. We may not win, but we at least get to put Clefable in the active spot for once. Alright, let's take Jigglypuff out. Can't risk them evolving into Executor and one-shotting us. I mean, they could, in all fairness, Sabrina something in, but I'll just tag in Jynx if I have to. Alright, we're gonna pop Execute, and, well, hope they brick. But they have a Poké Ball in their hand, so I don't know why they didn't just play. They have Executor. That's not what you want to see. And they're just gonna heal Executor up. So they got their wall. So what are you running? Executor and what? Execute and Tauros, okay. Start beefing up Tauros. Should I get an EX out here? Alright, so we're gonna get hit for 40. So, if the luck is on our side, Clefable can swing twice, or I can make them tag into something here. Though it's really not worth it because they're going to tag back out and execute. Either way. But I guess it would pay to be annoying and make them use a resource first, so we're just going to do that. Or they could just have another Executor, making this pointless. But let's power up our healthy Jigglypuff and hit this Execute for 40. I mean, in the long run, even if they evolve, this will be more damage to this Executor than with the other one. So, you know, small victories, I guess. Alright, they're going to oak it up so they can't Sabrina Clefable out. And not that they necessarily want to, but... Alright, so they have another Executor, but they got a normal one. And they're going to heal this one as well, but they're out of potions now. They could be running some Ericas, but... we'll see. So they could knock out Clefable regardless, and they do. Okay, so we're going to bring in Jigglypuff and hope to be annoying as hell. So hopefully Sleep works here. And we do get our Wigglytuff. But... I mean, maybe it would be stupid, but... should I evolve here? And if they get ahead, then they just kill me. Or do I want to risk taking... we'll risk taking the damage. There's no point in getting Jigglypuff unnecessarily killed. And we'll oak it up. And we do get our other Wigglytuff. We'll go ahead and play that. And we'll get Mew on the bench. Now that Tauros now becomes even more dangerous. I can't attack. I don't know why I clicked on Wigglytuff. So yeah, that Tauros is going to come in swinging. And they play their Mew. Alright, so what they're going to do here, they do get their head, so we're going to get popped for 60. Which now means that Tauros can kill. Now I could make them Sabrina something in here. But I don't know what it would be. I mean, it'd be good if it was Tauros. We might as well just do it. I'm taking the gamble on it. And they're going to bring in the Mew. Which is fine. We're going to put it to sleep. And we have 2 turns to think about our actions. And they woke up immediately. But on the bright side... there is a bright side. Oh, they got an X speed, so... never mind. Never mind. All a moot point. That coin toss did not do me any favors. And yep, Tauros is going to pop us here. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I tried to make a winning Clefable deck, but couldn't do it. But I may try again and see if I can actually make something happen. But yeah, good game to the opponent. If you made it this far in the video, I do thank you for watching. Feel free to leave me comments on how I can make a better Clefable deck, if such one exists. I'm sure it probably does. But again, if you made it this far in the video, I do thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.